My name is Clint Barrett, 2 R's, 2 T's. The first Barrett in this country that we know of, well, maybe not the very first, but maybe one of his relatives, is supposedly set off the shot heard around the world, right? Because they found a cannon in the dirt under this farmer named Barrett's farm, with his barn, outside of Concord, Massachusetts. So that was my relative. So it runs in my blood to light the fuse. Okay, this song goes like this. I want to meet you right next to the UFO. I don't want the same old things anymore.
Alright, Clint.
Yeah.
So, what do you think the secret to happiness is, man?
Uh-oh. I knew you were going to ask something really simple to answer like that. Well, first of all, you got to define happiness. I mean, happiness is not necessarily smiling or laughing or even being optimistic about everything all the time. Happiness is, you know what the I Ching says that happiness is? It says happiness is not having any guilt, not having contributed to anything that you regret during your day or your week or your month. And the less you do that's out of balance with nature, which is, it is our God. Nature demonstrates to us equilibrium and balance and longevity and long-term thinking and sharing the resources. It's an example of great beauty and wisdom and refinement. And when we copy nature for our own purposes, because you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish to your uniqueness. It's like you're a spark of light that was shot off the Big Bang, and nobody else has that trajectory. And you have that as a responsibility to clothe that with reasonableness. And if you do that, you will be guided to the things that you harmonize with in a positive way, so as to contribute to the world and the goodness around you. And that's what makes you happy, because you're fulfilling your purpose. We're in a situation where we have to act. We have to act out our feelings and our creativity in the world around us. And when we do that, true to ourselves without trespassing on anybody, and like is happening now because of the Occupy movement, we're all getting a sense that we can actually do something constructive and positive and useful in the world. That peace and happiness that's functional. It's a functional peace and happiness. You can't stay home and be at peace and happy. You have to help do stuff, like stop chemtrails. Chemtrails is like really serious.
Yeah.
And
we have to be active. We can't just talk the talk. We actually got to walk the walk.
And we have to even talk the talk with people who agree with us. We have to dramatize to say this isn't just knowing something is not doing something. I know about chemtrails. That doesn't mean I'm doing anything about them. Doing something about chemtrails is making more people aware of them so that more of us will make an issue out of it. We're breathing aluminum and borium, for Christ's sakes. We're being penetrated by somebody else's will. We are being territorially taken over by metals. That we didn't vote for that.
No,
we didn't agree to that.
So we can kind of change if we as unique individuals can change our vibrational frequency and be active and radiate that to help awaken other people, like you playing this beautiful music and having this conversation, you know, that's kind of what you mean by being active to interact with people.
I do. We're acting and interacting right here. And this is maybe the most important kind of acting and interacting, because we're just being spontaneous. We're just being ourselves.
Being artists. We're being artists.
We're being creators. We are helping create. And that's what our function is ultimately, is to be an extension of light. Light in extension is a phrase that I've read. Light in extension. It's like your thought. If you choose to have to extend light and beauty and goodness, then you're an extension of God. And then it's like, it's a thrilling adventure.
was perfect for the atmosphere here, man. You know,
that's my job. That's my job. That's the secret to poetry, is to find the right atmosphere and see if you got the words for it.
Yeah.
That's the trick.